so cold.
What started off as one day of spearfishing turned into two. The water was somewhat clear down below, but still murky. Visibility wasn't great. The current was strong. The color was beautiful though, and so we tried and tried and tried. We saw fish, we couldn't get them lined up. We didn't want to take any bad shots. So we tried again the next day, and the same thing happened. And so the contingency plan was to get oysters from the river.
Another day. Got a handful of shots, missed all of them. About to slip. It's kind of one of those days. Yeah, I think what it is I just need about another 30 seconds on my breath hold so I can get the fish to calm down, because they're coming in, going out, coming in. And then they really just didn't get in front of my gun, or one of them got behind my gun, so I couldn't move around. But saw one big fish, like 3 big snappers, and a bunch of average size ones, but this close. They're fast and they see me. Next time.
Welcome to the Pursuit of Coconuts. This is Boniek. I'm Poland. We are on day 2 of spearfishing. First day was awesome. We're getting used to the river, learning what to do. Saw plenty of fish. I missed like 4 or 5 shots. I suck, so we couldn't end the video that way, so we're going after some more. Today we're gonna dive under the bridge where there's pilings that hold the bridge up, and I've seen fish down there. And if we can't catch fish, we're gonna do oysters. But I think we're gonna get something, guys, so just follow us on this pursuit of spearfishing in this river, of the Loboc River, and we'll see what we can get. So let's go. The water doesn't look as clear, but it's super green. So hopefully today, as the tide goes up, it'll get clear. Oyster shells. So it is super dirty down there, and it's going low tide. And the brackish water and the salt water, or the fresh water and the salt water, are kind of mixing together, which makes it really hard for any visibility. I mean, you can barely see 3 feet, 4 feet in front of you. So I think while the tide is low, so the diving is a little easier, we're gonna break away some oysters, at least get a few of those for lunch, and we'll see how the water does on the slack tide. So hopefully if it goes low tide and then goes slack tide, then hopefully we can get some better visibility with slower standing water, or less current in the water. So let me try to get some oysters. These are the shells right here. I broke them off, but I'm gonna take some tools down there, free up my hand, leave the spear gun here, see what we can do. First set of oysters. Okay, I know where to do it now.
All right, the trick here is to get into the saltwater side as quick as possible, going down, and then after that, hold yourself to the bottom, hold on to some shells, and then start swinging away and try to loosen them up from the concrete. And then once you break a few, you follow that line and just keep smashing away until you can get some.
Baby number 3. Oyster. All right, we got a little sack full of oysters because the water was too murky to even see any fish in the pilings there. So this is our alternative. Mr. Von Rex does not like the cold.
So cold, just like we're in Alaska.
So we're gonna go cook this up, and best way I know how, grill it, put some Cambo sauce on it, call it a day. Ooh, it's better. Oh yeah.
Come and check out what the planters are gonna look like. All right, so here is gonna be the big pond, so we're gonna have planters lined up right behind it, which is pretty exciting. So we're gonna have a pretty large farm. I'm hoping to produce at least 1,500 pounds of vegetables per month, and also about close to 500 pounds of fish per month for sale at this farm. And if this farm works out, we're gonna replicate this in multiple areas. My dream goal is to have 27 more of these, so 28 total as a collective. The other ones are gonna be empowering other low-income farmers to be a part of the collective that we can really develop them. So. All right, so we got a bag full of oysters because we couldn't catch any fish because it was just too murky down in that water. We might try again later, but for now, let's cook this. Put these in a little bit of water and milk, just because they've been sitting and filtering the water down there. And last time we tasted these are super sour or salty. So hopefully the milk mellows down the salt and cleans it out well for a few hours. So what we used to do is add some milk. So as it's filtering the water, it's spitting all the dirt out. There's no, it'll suck in some of this milk, and hopefully the sweetness of the milk would make the meat real good and also get the saltiness out of there. Cover it up, let it sit. We're gonna give this a few hours and then we'll come back, grill it up. But in the meantime, we're gonna go get some ingredients for some sauce, some Cambo sauce.
Talaba or sisi,
with Cambodian sauce.
Spicy.
Wow.
I need to circle. It's okay. Thanks for following us on this pursuit. We went for spearfishing. 2 days struck out, so we went to go get the alternative river oysters.
Yeah.
What do you guys call this?
We call it talaba, or here in Loboc we call it sisi.
Thank you for following us on the pursuit. We'll catch you on the next one. This is Bonyek, Mr. Bohol, and my name is Poland.
Mr. Poland.
And we're on the pursuit of coconuts, guys. So please continue to watch, subscribe, like. This goes to a bigger vision of a social enterprise on this small little island here that's going to help hundreds, if not thousands of people, just because you're watching. Thank you for your support and follow us on Patreon.
Thank you.